Now we are, goddammit. We're motherfucking live, baby.
Yo.
Nick's full
Okay.
of
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new edition of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer, better known as Masterpiece Shitpiece, or maybe not known at all. We've got a almost full panel. We've got regular cast members. We're hoping to get some guests lined up for you guys to enjoy. Not this week, obviously. But Nick go ahead and get intros out of the motherfucking way. Josh, tell them where you're at.
Well, I'm all over the place, man. Facebook, Ask Josh Fisher, and in the groups. Here every Friday night with you guys, co-host of the All Queued Up podcast. We just posted our 1-year anniversary show this past week, and we're having a giveaway on that. Everybody check it out after tonight, of course. Not during the show. We would appreciate that. Streaming on Twitch as nsabanur76, and might be in a rehab facility next week with a new prosthetic. I'm just waiting on the phone call.
The good kind of rehab.
Yeah, the good kind of rehab. The learn to walk again rehab.
No joke, man.
Yeah, you can say that's the good kind of rehab. That's the boring kind of rehab, okay?
It's going to be the pain in my ass kind of rehab because
I agree.
Be up at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, man, don't even
do exercises and shit. And I'm just like, really? I don't even like to leave the house before the crack of noon. I am not a morning person whatsoever. It's like
I don't have a choice.
At your doctor at 11 a.m. and I'm like, oh Jesus.
When?
It's a 45-minute drive, and I'm busting my ass trying to get ready in time and everything, and get awake and get enough coffee in me and shit. And I was still 15 minutes late for my appointment. And I even got up at like 8 o'clock. I just cannot function first thing in the morning. So I'm interested to see how this is going to be. But yeah, they took they did a casting of the leg and everything and tested my ability to withstand the pressures and everything. And they said everything is good. So yeah, the upshot is, I'm going to have to stay probably about a week, but the upshot is they said I can bring my PC and things like that. So I can still be on the show next week if I'm in that facility. So
they make you stay there overnight?
I have to stay there for about a week.
Damn.
It's like
going to summer camp, man. It'll be cool.
Summer camp with fucking medicine and doctors and shit, I guess.
Yeah, probably a bunch of weird old people.
Probably.
Other footless fucks.
We all know that rehab is part of the globalist agenda.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's part of my agenda to get my ass walking by TFCon.
Will you be eating baby stem cells in order to regenerate your leg with Hillary Clinton?
Hey, I'm on research, so yeah.
Rust the muss.
That's about me.
What's up, players? How's everyone doing tonight?
I can't stop sneezing.
It sucks.
He's allergic to podcasts.
Got it. He's allergic to night. Never mind. I was gonna say it.
We'll just put it this way: I'm allergic to formaldehyde.
There you go.
Chloroform.
Chloroform. Yeah. Little rohypnol. What was rohypnol?
What's up, Big Walter in the chat? What's up?
Rohypnol. It's a big word.
We got Walter and KJ so far. Go ahead, Russ.
And we seem to be missing somebody. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing? Where's Rob?
Well, what happened was the lizard people, they kidnapped Rob and they brought him to Bohemian Grove.
They're all part of the globalist agenda.
we actually
everyone is part of the globalist agenda at this point.
Yeah, apparently Rob couldn't be here tonight because his wife's minivan broke down or some such shit. So
fixing a divot.
Let this be a lesson to all of you out there. Don't buy minivans.
So it does suck though when that shit happens.
That's a likely cover story.
When a vehicle goes down and you don't expect it.
Unfortunately, one of our cast members, Rob, is now a crisis actor.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Ram juice is flowing, baby.
Yo.
It's great.
What's up, Walter? You done, Russ?
I'm good, brother. Yeah, go ahead. You're just fucking cracking me up, dude, already. Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Hi,
My
JF.
man, that's my man. Fry. It's a former roommate of mine. Cat lives down in your neck of the woods now, Bram.
Nice. Welcome,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Was he in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
We're out in Florida.
And the Gulf region.
That's where I am.
Down near Tampa.
Down near Tampa. Oh my God. Here we go. I'm being hunted down by the liberal elite. What's up, JF? I'm in Newport Richie.
Oh god. Hilarious. Oh,
Sam,
shit.
please try to keep your liberal propaganda down to a minimum and introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Sam, or Insta_Sam on Instagram, Sam Mead in the Facebook groups, and apparently I'm brought to you by Jesus here.
Nice. You know what? We're all brought by Jesus.
You know, I gotta have God on my side, man. Not nobody
Dude.
else.
Hey, why not?
God bless you. And
Here's the way I look at it. If he's real, then you're all right. You'll be like, hey, I was down with you all along. If he's not real, you can always say,
I'm
I was just faking.
You know, if he is, I'll say, look on YouTube, man. I got tapes. Got proof.
There's tapes of everything. There's no hiding anymore.
You had my back.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm Masterpiece Shitpiece, the host of this shit show. So what's up? You can find me Nick Brammer on Facebook, at Brammer_Nick on Twitter, and Masterpiece_Shitpiece on Instagram. I don't do shit on there yet.
You're also Nick Brammer on Instagram.
I have to have many accounts in order to keep the globalists from hunting me down and finding my true identity.
Got these burner accounts.
Yeah,
burners.
That's right. I have burner.
Your throat's going to be shot.
Accounts.
Your throat's going to be shot at the end of this show.
Oh, dude, of course. We don't usually do this, but I got a piece this week. It's not a high dollar figure, but it's Marvel Select Beast.
Dude, how is that thing, man? He looks.
I gotta tell you, he looks really good from what you showed. He looks amazing.
And for Select, he's actually pretty damn posable.
I'm telling you, Nick, they're improving that. The Selects are improving that. Their articulation is getting better on them.
Dude, something about his face. Maybe it's just the camera, but something about his face looks wild to me. He looks like the Wolf Man.
That's perfect.
He looks like somebody that would be a Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on. It's funny.
Beast is part of the Pizzagate scandal. Him and Hillary Clinton.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. I guess we lost Russ for a few minutes, but let's go ahead. I got to pull some shit up real quick. I am not prepared at all this week. I had to have these guys go ahead and do everything for me.
Hey, we got it, but better late than never.
Let's look at our fantasy league.
Yeah.
So let's see this shit real quick, guys. Yeah, fuck Yahoo. If you guys are ever gonna do a fantasy league, use something like RT Sports. Pay a little money.
Well, this is a free casual league. It's not like,
Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go.
I was going to say, I have it pulled up.
Yeah, I do too. So let's go with the first matchup I have on my page. The DJD, which is my team, went up against the Stump Brigade. At the time, the 2-0. Josh.
Say what'd you say at the time?
Mad shit.
I did lose. I lost. I own that loss. I lost 146.97 to 132.96. So I mean, it was a small margin, but Nick did.
Hold on, wait. How come if you win by a small margin, you're all like, you're still a win?
It's still a win. He pulled off the one.
That's right.
He pulled off the win. I give credit to him. I do talk shit.
I know.
But when I take an ass whipping, I own it. I never said I was going to go undefeated. I said I was going to be the goddamn champion.
So that's in question now.
I beg to differ.
We might have to review the tapes on that one.
Hey, I'm still overall second in the division, overall third in the league. So
you're doing all right.
My standings didn't change. This week
true.
I'm going to feel terrible because I'm going to have to become a wife beater. I'm going to have to beat Sam's wife this week, and I hate to do that.
Isn't she using an auto drafted team?
That's right.
She drafted.
She drafted it.
Oh no, that's Pippin A. Breezy. He also is 2-1.
Mm-hmm. And she's got a good jump on me with using Cooper Cup last night.
Well, yeah, he had a good game. He had a good game.
Yeah, that was an insane game. But yeah, enough about that. I took a loss.
Enough about that.
I took a loss. I own it. Nick played well. He made some smart moves. I made a dumb move on one of my running backs that cost me a victory. Had I played Adrian Peterson instead of one of my other backs, I would be 3-0. But that's the human error in this.
Yeah, you're right. That is the downside. You're kind of like, fuck, man.
If I had played Adrian Peterson instead of James Conner from Pittsburgh, but I was thinking, hey, Tampa Bay's rush defense, they're not as good as Green Bay's rush defense, or so I thought. And I made the wrong call.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Hey, exactly. It cost me a victory. I take the loss. I own it. Nick won fair and square.
You know what?
And I am keeping my word this week. By the way, I am starting Baker Mayfield.
Okay, go for it.
So, should we all bow our
heads? No. I think we should just recap this.
Wait, who are you going up against? Who are you going up against this week?
I'm
Nick?
going up against my wife.
She's gonna win. All right.
Beat your own wife.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see when Baker pops off with 50 points.
Yeah, what the fuck? He's not gonna have
against the Raiders, bro.
He's not gonna have a He's not gonna have a Goff like
Hey, I'm a Raiders fan. I love the Raiders, but we fucking suck this year.
Yeah, but
he threw for 200 yards and a half against the Jets.
It's not bad, but
so we will see what Lord Baker does.
He said Lord
Our
Baker.
Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior, Baker Mayfield.
Baker, money maker.
Who art brought to us from heaven.
Will you just please move the fuck on?
All right, the next matchup was my wife, Kate. She's 1-2. Now going up against Misty's Marauders, and she lost by 2 points.
Oh, that was a close one. Wow.
Very close.
That was the closest matchup of the week, and it was Misty's first victory.
Very good. Very good. We got Russell Swag team.
Ah, God. We just skip ahead. We don't need to
lost by 30 points exactly to Anna.
That was the blowout of the week.
She gave me a thorough ass whipping. Let's put it that way.
So I would like to ask you how that's different than any other day.
I don't know. Other days I smile. I'm not smiling so much.
Usually he gets a couple days a week without the ball gag, but this week,
I know. She actually lets me howl. Nice.
The pegging was hard this week.
The pegging was very hard this week. Yeah, I took it like a man, though. Right.
Next matchup.
If you guys want to see more of that, he has some videos on YouTube. Go check out before they get taken down. Yeah, he probably got another hour.
Next matchup was Rob with his auto pick team. Who is listening to the show? I'm gonna kill you. All right, thank you. We got Rob Jockeys against Sports Ball Champ, who is Sam. And Sam needs to fuck with his roster because he still has 2 or 3 players that are either suspended or injured. So please take care of that this week, Sam. We'd appreciate it. Rob won 117 to 98.81.
Sam is trying to see how well he does not touching it at all.
So is Rob and
yeah.
Oh,
and here's the thing. Rob is the only undefeated team in the league now.
Yeah, no.
Sam, had you just made 2 changes,
you would have won.
You would have had your first victory. Because Rob had a very low scoring week.
You guys don't understand. That goes against the spirit of Sam's his whole game plan, his strategy.
Gotta do nothing.
Gotta do nothing.
God,
the strategy is do nothing. Don't touch it.
Sound like one of your students, Sam.
I know, and I'd be pissed at them if they were doing that.
Sounds like me and Ann on our first date night. I said, "Don't do nothing. Don't touch it. It's good."
What?
Oh shit!
Is Anna in the room?
She's right here.
Her hitting you? Was that her hitting you?
Why don't you let her have the headphones for a second?
She said sorry. She said so she waited till the morning.
Hey, Russ, why don't you give her the
She wanted to see if you could serve up at least a decent breakfast to make it worth her while. Right?
That's right. Hang on.
It's time for the quiet storm.
Oh God! No.
Oh God!
All right, our next matchup was Tiffany's What the Fuck Football against Jackie's Pimpin' Ain't Breezy, and Jackie pulled off the fucking victory, 143 to 124.
That's just a great name for a team. I love that shit. That's great.
We also
pretty nice
love it.
Also, this week we had a change in our scoring rules.
That's right.
Because everybody was a little fucking bitch and complained about losing points to goddamn sacks. What the fuck?
I'll come clean. I was the first one to bitch about it immensely.
We're going to change your name to Rust the Fuss.
Yeah, I was Rust the Fuss. That's pretty good, Sam.
Yeah, in honesty, though, it was really destroying the quarterback value as much as they were being penalized for sacks. And, defenses are already getting credit for getting sacks. So to have quarterbacks losing for getting sacks, it was really hurting.
Yes.
And it didn't cause any retroactive changes to the standings.
No, it didn't.
But it has made the scoring a little bit higher, which is it's just added some value to the quarterback. So now instead of getting like 6 points for a quarterback, they're getting like the 20-some points they should earn per game.
Yeah. So instead of like 2.9 points, you get like 12.9. Maybe that's kind of a little. Yeah. That could be the difference in winning.
So instead of losing 10 points for 5 interceptions, you don't lose anything now.
No.
Interceptions. We're talking about sacks.
No, you don't.
No.
Oh, sorry, 5 sacks. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's not true.
Interception, that's a quarterback's fault usually.
That's a quarterback's fault.
Whereas a sack is usually not their fault. It's usually an offensive lineman's fault.
It is the responsibility of the quarterback to get rid of that ball.
Understandable, but you don't have offensive line players in fantasy.
And O-line sucks sometimes. And they let them through, so.
A lot of sacks that happen on a quarterback are due to breakdown because of the offensive line and not the quarterback's actions directly. So it's not fair to penalize every sack on the quarterback that they might not be responsible for.
God, Josh,
there's such a thing called the blind side for a fucking reason.
Right. Yes, he rests his case, motherfucker. Yeah.
Where? No, anyway. Cool. I didn't mind making the change. As long as everybody's happy, that's all I care about.
I'll stop bitching now. Anyway.
Thank you. That would be a nice change.
Shut
all
up.
Right.
Stop bitching. Anyway,
quit fussing, Russell.
Russ the Fuss.
Russ the Fuss. That's your new name. You better change your YouTube channel.
I know.
You already had to.
Yeah, I gotta start a new one.
We talked about this.
Yeah, I tried to register as Masterpiece Shippies, and they were just like, "Fuck that, you're banned."
All he did was his profile picture was just a picture of him in the nude, and they're just so sensitive, you know.
Well, it wasn't me in the full nude; it was me in a diaper being spanked by two men in a mask.
That's really
nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I have to get down. I have to get down like that sometime.
Yeah,
you know, get your freak on, baby. It's all good.
You know.
All right, let's go ahead and get into some topics.
Okay.
So, the Bumblebee trailer dropped this week. There was
hey. It wasn't that bad. Relax. It's not that bad. It was pretty good. I liked it.
There was some bones, man.
I'm more positive about this movie than any other Transformers movie since the first one.
I think you're right.
I have to agree with that.
You're right.
I mean, those shots on Cybertron look fucking amazing.
Dude, this to me,
there were fucking Tetrajets.
Yeah, that was tight.
I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, where the fuck was that in the first Transformer movie? Shit.
You know, I know a few people have said that, you know, they're not pleased with the CGI quality.
It ain't done.
Well, here's the thing. I think it is done.
You think so?
I think it is done. I think that's going to be Bumblebee's, like, say, for instance, when he's showing, you know, whatever the girl's name is, their history, Cybertronian history. That's going to be Bumblebee projecting it all around them, and it's going to be video game quality.
That'd be cool. Like a hologram.
I think it's going to be. Oh my God, boys!
You're about to win this raffle, Josh.
You're watching it too?
Mm-hmm. Because I need to buy some stuff off you if you do win this raffle.
So did y'all like how Optimus Prime was turned into Darth Sidious?
Oh my God! Oh my God! No!
Did you win?
I did.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay.
Let me buy that. What'd you win? He won a shit ton of Legends.
On 2 $7 entries. Oh wait,
So,
3 $7 entries.
I mean, you won a shit ton of Marvel Legends?
No. Transformers Legends, third party stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Josh,
$14.
$21. I just won the NB Factory Overlord, which is like the knockoff.
Okay,
but I won and that retails for $30 for itself. But also the Advanced Veteran from Mech Fans Toys, I think it is, their cup.
Oh, okay.
The Mr. Moon Master Miniseries, Blaster and Perceptor 2-pack.
That Magic Square shit too, man.
The Hot Soldiers Hubcap and Cliff Jumper 2-pack. The Legendary Heroes Gold Bug and Bug Box. The Iron Factory Shrike's Feather. The Magic Square Sideswipe. The Magic Square Beachcomber and Sea Spray 2-pack, and then the Megatron and the Shockwave. God, yeah.
I
don't know who those are through.
That's
it's
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Legends figures just now.
So you at least make
$21 for $21. Just one of those. Like, for instance, the cheapest one sells for $21. So
nice.
So what's going to happen to
congratulations to me
is
Brammer raffles.
So what's going to happen at TFCon is Brammer is buying a machete. I'm going to cut my fucking leg off under the fucking knee. We're going to cauterize it, and everybody can watch. And we'll be doing this for donations.
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker has won... I don't know how much
the raffle king
fucking leg came off.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a new Facebook profile under the name Josh Fisher.
To recap, I have won the MMC Coulter, the Tarn reissue. That was the first thing I won. That cost me no money whatsoever. That was just a completely free drawing. And then a $10 entry on the Iron Factory War Giant set, the complete Brutica set, that if purchased separately, it had been $70 3 times over. So that's $207.
By the way, I just want to say that Coulter is like one of my favorite figures in my collection.
It is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
it's an incredible figure. So Good for you. That's a really good one to win. It's a good one to have. Period. It's just great.
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah, it is. I won the Iron Factory Cygnus there, Jetfire.
Nice.
I won the Fans Toys Coot. Their cup.
Hey, you won Coot? Oh wow!
I love.
Everybody
kills that figure, but I love it.
I had aesthetically, it's a beautiful figure. Transformation wise, it's one of the worst I've ever touched.
I gotta be honest with you. After last night, I like Cup again. So,
but yeah, I got let's see, $12 in on the Cup, $21 on this Legends raffle tonight, $10 on the Bruticus, and $7, I think, on the Jetfire. And that's all the stuff that I won. So I won well worth over $600 or $700.
That Jetfire. I mean, that Jetfire is like what, $30 or $40, right?
70.
So for the Iron Factor Jetfire, does it really?
Yep.
70.
Yeah.
God damn.
It was worth every penny too. That's a great tool.
It's a good figure. I haven't checked it out. I'm gonna
awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that Iron Factory Amethyst. That one of the Purple Seeker. I'm gonna get it for Anna.
Yeah,
I got.
You know what? Real quick.
Hey, hold on. I got a Purple Seeker for that too.
You know what? Listen here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You know what, Nick? I'm gonna be the one to cut your fucking leg off. That'll be good. I might miss, and I might hack something else instead of the fucking legs.
So that was only about 2 inches. That was a pretty exciting moment.
Yeah. But hey,
that was a pretty exciting moment.
Not for nothing. That's the second time you won on the air.
That's the second live raffle I won on the air. Yeah.
Word.
So yeah, hey, yay for me. I'm just saying, guys, I pre-ordered a rock box. So I'm going to be entered for that raffle for Hanny. I'm not. I'm just hoping that luck continues. Shout out to Hanny and Agabus.
Indeed.
I think my bald ass is due to win something. God damn it!
Let's see.
The clap.
God damn! How do you like?
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it from GF Con.
Yeah. Winning an STD, that would just be the lamest prize ever. Just saying. Anyway,
not even knowing that you were entered for it.
We were talking about Bumblebee, weren't we? Yeah,
we were. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to derail it there, but that was kind of an exciting moment because I was watching it happen live. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah, because I was watching it and I was like, it's getting close. It's getting close. And then
you and your fucking win again. God.
Yeah.
Tricks on you. Tricks on you, Josh Fisher.
He just said if I win, he just said if I won that raffle for Hanny, he was going to kick me in my fucking good leg.
Okay. Let me shout out EE and Mark 44 Prime. Thanks for showing up, guys. Love you. All right, let's get back to Bumblebee. God damn it.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Any highlights out of that trailer for you guys?
I'm excited seeing the G1 stuff, but like even before that, with the first trailer, this movie seems like it has some heart, which I haven't seen from a Transformers movie in a long time. And like even that alone, if they can tell a good story, I don't need all the G1 stuff, you know. So
yeah, I mean, that's what I worry about though. That's where they always get me. It's like, the first movie, I hated the designs, but I gave a chance on it after people saying, "Oh, it was really good." I went and saw it. I still walked away disappointed.
Yeah,
I thought the story was okay, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a good Transformers movie. It was an entertaining movie, but wasn't a good Transformers movie. The second one was terrible.
Yeah,
the third one I hated. I hated the third one worse than I hated the second one.
Man, the third one for me, I got like really excited about that one because like they kept saying like I saw the Cybertron shit and I got really excited about that one. Then I left and I was like, that was just as dumb as the last one. Like I was so bummed out.
You know what kills me about these movies? I don't like Murder Prime.
No,
man. That's Russ's favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are nuts. That's the best part of that was the only good part of that movie was Prime. Prime, if only Prime would have like cut Bumblebee's head off, it'd been perfect.
That's his boy, man. What you talking about?
Loved it. Yeah, you gotta say I like Prime when he's Murder Prime. When he goes off and just wants to kill everybody. That's my my favorite scenes of those movies are when Prime fucks everybody up. Like when he like in Dark of the Moon, when he goes off and he like basically just fucking takes Megatron's head off. I mean, it's brilliant, dude. and then he finishes when he basically blows Sentinel's head off. That's the Prime I like. I like badass Murder Prime. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking when he fucking bitch slapped Grimlock, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah,
I was done with the fucking Bayverse right after that. I was
and Age of Extinction. Yeah. Okay, even I have to admit that was fucked up because to me they just kind of they bitched Grimlock, but it's like, come on, dude, you can't do that to Grimlock. Give me a break,
dude.
I agree with you, but you know what? This movie, I think, looks like it might be. I for one, like what I've seen of the Decepticons so far.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah, they seem cool.
They seem pretty cool. I mean, even though the fucker looks like Starscream and it's Blitzwing, fuck out of here. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that either.
It's just retarded. Why wouldn't you just make that Starscream? Come on.
Because he doesn't look like a Dorito.
But maybe
drawing names out of a hat, man.
But we know they can change appearance, right? I mean, it doesn't. It's so stupid.
Okay, like I was really into planes when I was a kid, so I think it was kind of cool that they made Blitzwing into a Harrier jump jet.
Sure,
he's an F4 Phantom. It's not a Harrier.
Whatever.
He was doing the vertical. He was doing the VTO, so he's a Phantom. Yeah, he was like
he's an F4 Phantom. I thought a Harrier was an F5.
No, it's Jesus Christ! It's a
now I gotta look this up.
It's a British plane, the Harrier. It was like the workhorse of the RAF, but what the fuck?
The Harrier is okay. Yeah, it was made by Hawker.
Yeah, it's a British plane.
Yeah, it looks cool though. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's
it does have elements of a Harrier to it. The F4 and the Harrier are very similar, but they have specifically said that he was supposed to be an F4 Phantom.
My dad's a lot hairier than me.
Hey, you know what?
You wouldn't think he would.
Genetics, man.
You're a hobbit.
You can see my chest.
With everything going on, let's see your hairy feet.
No, man, I got shoes inside. We don't got time for that. I've seen enough feet tonight.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited. I'm actually getting excited about it. I wasn't at all before, but now I am.
Trying.
I'm actually. This is the first one that's got me excited since the first movie.
Okay, and I kind of feel the same way.
I'm more excited for this one than I was the first movie.
Same here. And my wife and kid are actually excited to see him, and they haven't been excited to see any of the Transformers.
Movies. Misty is so really wanting to see it because she's just like, every time she sees him, she's like, Bumblebee looks so adorable.
That's exactly what they did.
And you know what? Like, that's how they're getting your demographic.
Exactly what they're doing. They've intentionally made him look like that.
Like cartoonish.
Yeah, to get the girls, all the ladies.
It's a good aesthetic for him, though. I like this.
I agree.
And just, it's a nice blend of the G1 look and the Bay style. That's one thing I hated about the Bay style is everything looks so like insectoid, or and they're like, well, they're aliens. They're supposed to look weird. I'm like, yeah, you ever seen the Transformer, dude? You're supposed to look like Transformers. You can still have like gaps and things, and this is a nice blend of the two, I think. So, I'm holding out hopes that this will be a good movie, but we'll see.
The highlight for me was fucking Soundwave and Ravage.
Yeah, that was cool.
How cool was that? He actually was like G1 looking, man. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and like I like the way Rabbit transformed. Like that was cool.
Really
the way he jumped out and like did the twist and fucking ran through. Dude. And yo, what's up, Vinny? Thank you again for that fucking Anakin, brother.
Yo,
that's straight up. That's what they should have did with the Transformers movies in the first damn place. They should have just gave him more of a G1 aesthetic. And man, it would have been so awesome, man. God.
Yeah.
That
French rod.
Yeah, I hate
from Space France.
Sacre bleu.
Should have just made. You know, here's the thing. I would have understood if they had put the Coneheads in and had them come from France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan Aykroyd.
I was going to say, come on now, crickets. Y'all get the reference, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We come from France.
We come from France,
guys. All right, fine.
All right.
That one didn't land. Whoops.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's okay.
Dude, half my shit doesn't land. Don't worry about it. All right. Next topic is Disney is confirming no R-rated material on their 2019 streaming service.
That's retarded. Sorry.
So that means all the Miramax. That means all the Miramax shit that they own that's R-rated won't be on there.
Do you know how dumb that is?
I forgot that they own Miramax. Wow.
Yeah,
I think that is a bad move, but I understand why they're making the move because they want to remain firmly in the public eye as the family-friendly company for all forms of entertainment, and it's just like.
Do you guys think that they would make a different one specifically for all that R-rated shit?
Now, see, that's what I was about to say.
What are you talking about?
No, see,
like a different streaming service?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, for their R-rated content. What I was thinking was they could do
They'll probably put
their R-rated service. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, you know how you can get Hulu with no commercials if you pay a little more?
Right.
Disney goes and it's like, okay, you're an adult, pay a little more, and we'll give you more.
Which, by the way,
here's the thing: they own a majority of Hulu. So, what I'm going to assume, anything R-rated that they own from studios like Miramax and other things will probably be on Hulu as a result.
Well, see, the thing is with Hulu, I don't know because, like you said, they do own the majority of Hulu. I'm wondering if they're going to make Hulu their service, discontinue Hulu's, discontinue Hulu once because the contracts for Hulu run out the same time that Disney takes over.
Oh, really?
No, they won't rebrand it as the Disney streaming service. They're probably setting up their own infrastructure.
I don't think they would either because I think Hulu's got enough people bought in already.
Well, keep in mind, Hulu's already kind of established. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It has a huge following already. There's lots of people. We have Hulu, and
it's not Netflix strong, but they've still got their own originals that they have R-rated content that they create. So,
many people watch like ABC and CBS shows like through Hulu. So
yeah, I hate commercials on Hulu, but it's all good.
You say Disney doesn't do R-rated, but they own Miramax.
Yeah, they do R-rated movies. It's just they don't do it under the Disney banner. They do it under, that's okay. That's a lot of people
Disney is diversified in entertainment.
Absolutely, they got their hands on all kinds of honeypots.
Yeah,
but with them saying that the streaming service is not going to have R-rated content, it makes you wonder if this next thing we were going to talk about is exactly why this next thing we're going to talk about is happening.
Yeah, so Deadpool 2 is getting a PG-13 release on December 21st. So I guess it'll be about a 45-minute movie.
Yeah, because I don't understand what they're going to do. Obviously, are they going to change language? Obviously, and they're going to have to cut a lot of scenes out that are, where he's doing retarded shit like he always does.
Not only that, they're gonna have to fucking cut out like how they beat the Juggernaut.
Right, because
spoilers, guys. I mean, this movie's been out for a bit.
It's a very violent movie that I don't even know how they're going to do that. That's just stupid, man. I don't understand.
E Prime says Deadpool 2 sucked.
I disagree. It did not suck. It was.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, but like, was it as strong as the first one?
No way.
No.
But they never are as strong as the first one. Come on.
Yeah.
Empire.
But it was still fun as fuck. Godfather 2.
Actually, I like Godfather 2 better than I like the first one.
See, that's what I was saying, Russell.
Yeah.
Good point. But that's an anomaly. It's like an
Superman 2.
It doesn't happen.
Star Trek 2.
Okay, but that's because Star Trek was the original Star Trek movie was garbage. You can't count that. That was
they've still not
you know what? They shouldn't have even called that Star Trek 2. They should have called that Star Trek 1. The first they should have that was Star Trek 1 because we don't want to count that piece of shit we did before.
X2.
X2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like the X2 better than the first one?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah. Okay. All right. You made your point. Shut up.
The only reason we were mentioning Godfather and Deadpool in the same sentence is to say that some sequels are better than the original. Not the case in Deadpool, but
yeah, I am in no way comparing Deadpool to Godfather.
No.
That's sacrilegious. It's improper. I would never do that. Yeah.
So,
but yeah, speaking of X-Men.
So we also got the Dark Phoenix trailer that dropped.
Like garbage.
Now explain that to me because I thought that they were shelving that movie.
They did massive reshoots.
There was speculation about a month or two ago, right when the whole buyout thing was happening,
right.
that when Disney took over, they were just going to shelve the New Mutants movie and Dark Phoenix.
Right.
But apparently they're still coming out. And we saw Dark Phoenix get that trailer released this weekend.
Right.
It just looks like X3 retold all over again with a new cast. And we all remember how great X3 was.
Huh. Now, when they did the reshoots, that was after Disney had already bought it. So Disney basically did the reshoots.
Well, that's the thing.
Marvel.
I don't know who's doing the reshoots, but apparently after the trailer was released, Tuesday or Wednesday, saying that it was going to be released February 14th. Today it was announced that it's been pushed back to June 7th because they're doing more reshoots.
And they also announced that Kevin Feige will be taking over the X-Men franchise.
That's good. That's good news, actually. That's really good news because, I mean, that maybe we'll actually get it done properly. I shouldn't say properly because I like some things about the X-Men movies I liked, but there's a lot of shit I didn't like too. So
yeah, there was a lot more bad than good. Sadly.
I think of the first three, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I actually liked the newer ones. You know,
I loved First Class.
I love First
Days
Class.
of Future Past.
Yeah, First Class was really good.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, I didn't care for Apocalypse. Yeah, I didn't either. It's kind of
like I could watch Apocalypse.
Yeah, it was.
I can watch it. It's just a letdown. It's disappointing with how they treated him. You know, I'm sorry. That's my favorite comic book villain. Period.
Well, he was kind of a badass, and to me, they made him look like a little bitch, and it aggravated me.
Like,
he didn't look great, but I loved it when he and Xavier are having this mental thing, and he actually did the mass shifting and growing like he's supposed to do. Right. That was awesome.
But that was only on the whole psychic plane, right?
Exactly. And it's just like he's not fucking. Yeah.
I know. I understand.
See, and like it was a completely wasted opportunity because Oscar Isaac was playing Apocalypse.
I know.
Right. Which was really, I mean, that's somebody who was pretty good, and they blew the
Well, the problem with a lot of these X-Men films is they keep using the same screenwriter duo of Kinsberg and what's his name?
Simon Kinberg and someone else.
Yeah.
The fact that you said what's his name says it all.
Yeah.
I feel like they keep making the same movie over and over again.
Yeah, and exactly. You know, it's they focused way too much on Mystique. Period. Especially in this trilogy.
Man.
Yeah, but that's because of who's playing her. That's why. Because that's the star power. That's what it is.
They're gonna get
they're
13-year-old girls to go see these movies because of that.
Right. Jennifer Lawrence is a huge star now, and if you focus on that, you're going to focus on that character because of her, and she like you said, she's going to bring in that younger demographic, and they're looking for and
that's the problem with these X-Men movies. Yeah. They have counted too much on the name of star power instead of quality storytelling.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I mean that unfortunately that's a problem with all of Hollywood. But
yeah, I agree. That's a larger overall problem. Yeah,
but you're absolutely right.
Because there's so many great stories that they can pull from.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, we were influenced by this, and you can see a little bit of the influence there, but it's just the overall execution leaves a lot to be desired in most cases, sadly.
Let me ask you, in Apocalypse, by the way, I was curious about this. Did you like Storm? Did you like that version of Storm?
Dude, I thought she was
better than Halle Berry.
Yeah, I thought
she was much better than Halle Berry, but I loved how
I mean Halle Berry was okay for that version of Storm that they were going for. I kind of got it. I just like this kind of newer version of her. I like her look the way she does. She looks pretty badass, you know?
Exactly. She looks like classic 80s Storm. She was a street rat that grew up in the streets of Cairo, thieving to make a living. That part they got right.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It was almost like a throwback to me of what I remember when I was the first X-Men comics I remember reading and really getting into. That's kind of how Storm was. That's the Storm that I was introduced to, you know, was that one that was kind of more of like a street, like I say street thug. She really wasn't a street thug. She was a survivor.
Yeah, street urchin.
Yeah, street urchin. She was like a survivor, you know. And I kind of, and it's I liked it. That was one part of that movie. I will say I enjoyed was that. You know, I thought that was pretty cool.
The look of Archangel was amazing.
Yeah, Archangel was not
bad. But his characterization was off.
Right.
Did he have a line in that movie in Apocalypse?
Just a couple.
Just not much.
Just a couple. It's mainly when the Nightcrawler fight.
Yeah.
Like they just those movies just do like too much, like just goofy, cheesy stuff. I feel like superhero movies.
Speaking of E in the chat, he brought up, how she was a pickpocket working for Amal Farouk.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I was going to run.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
But if you guys want to see a great show featuring, I'm not going to give it too much away. Watch Legion on FX.
Yes.
Go out of your way to watch that because it is amazing.
Yeah.
See, like,
I don't know. The Gifted premiered this week, so I started watching.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out.
It's pretty good, man. Gotta try to go back and catch season 1, and it's pretty badass. It's kind of like post X-Men kind of.
Yeah.
But
see, like, what I'm wondering is with Kevin Feige taking over the X-Men franchising, how much recasting we're gonna see.
I think we will see extensive recasting.
I think so.
I want them to start from scratch.
Because the fact I think it'll be starting over from scratch.
I think that's the only way to do it, man.
I want to see Lupita Nyong'o as Storm.
Oh, that'd be tight. Because she's got that accent.
That'd be fucking perfect.
It's not a bad choice, actually.
And then, dude, if they want to do the Shadow King, you got a perfect actor for it. Fucking Alfred Molina.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking dope. Dude, come on.
I gotta get the looking dude. Like, I think he's a good actor, but that's the guy who played Dr. Octopus, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was also in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he's in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's the guy that, you give me the idol, I'll give you the whip.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm going more off that than Doc Ock.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think a good actor will be able to pull it off anyway. It's just and as far as they can make them, they can make makeup is amazing, CGI is amazing. You can make somebody look however you want them to look now.
Yeah.
So I do believe you're going to see a lot of recasting, especially because I'm assuming after they release this Dark Phoenix movie that they're pretty much going to reboot the X-Men again. I'm sure that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah,
and what we can only hope, right?
They can't not release it at this point.
No, they'll release it, and then there's going to they're going to go, okay, here's that, and now that's done. We're gonna reboot it, and we're gonna do it Marvel style. Okay, and that's what
I own all the X-Men movies.
Why?
Even X3.
Joking.
Well, I never saw X3 in the theater.
Oh, okay.
So I bought it when it first came out on DVD.
Gotcha.
And then I was angry after watching it. But I still own all of them. But there's, like you said, I think there's more bad than good in them. But I still love the X-Men because they're my favorite team. They're some of my favorite characters of all time.
Number one is X-Men for me.
Yeah, see, I wish I was. I'm not into the X-Men as much as I'm into certain characters in the X-Men. Like I love Wolverine.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, right?
Me.
But you don't like Wolverine? I think Wolverine's
Wolverine's okay. He's overrated, but he's okay.
I didn't like him until I read Uncanny X-Force.
I'm not talking about power wise. I mean, I like him just because I think I just like the character of him. He's just a badass, and I like the. But I like Gambit. That was one of my favorites.
Dave, you're my favorite character.
And,
Davey. And
Dave, we love you. Dave is awesome.
It's me and Davey's friend anniversary.
It's your friend anniversary. Nice.
It's our friend anniversary.
How many years has it been?
2.
It's a 2-year anniversary. That's so sweet. No, I like cherry pick a lot of the X-Men, I guess is what I'm saying. That's kind of my thing. I like a few of them, and some of them I don't really care for. But
this to me is like another case of the wasted actors, because I agree with what Josh said. They got to start with a new cast to avoid consumer confusion. But I think I love McAvoy and I love Fassbender's there.
I do too.
It sucks to see them go, but they got it. And I think
I agree.
Disney's knocked casting out of the park so far. So I just have faith in them that they're going to get it done.
That's true. Yeah. They really haven't had too many missteps, have they? With the Avengers sagas. They're pretty well.
Is on point,
Yeah. So that's a good point. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure. I think it depends on how they decide to go. Are they going to go with a young X-Men? Are they going to go with X-Men that's already established? Pick up.
I hope they do that too.
Where are they going to start at? I mean, are we going to start with them young and then in the second movie kind of fast forward a few years? And I mean, I want them to have Beast because I like that's another character I like a lot. So I'm just kind of I don't know.
I like Nicholas Hoult as Beast.
I do too. He's been great. He's been one of the better things about these movies.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I think they could get away with using him again because they didn't use him that much. I don't think they utilized him all that much.
Yeah, but he's like the thing that holds that new cast together in those movies.
Yeah,
his relationship with Xavier, his relationship with Mystique.
He kind of is he's the glue for that because he has ties. He has ties to all of them.
I agree.
Fucking Nick.
Well, it's not so much that he's glue. He's got that fur, and they just rub him on the carpet like a balloon.
Holds everything sticks to him. Yeah.
David's throwing hearts at you, man. That's so sweet. Oh
my God. I love you, Dave.
It's so awesome.
I already finished the mason jar. It's only an hour into the show.
Nice. No, but I mean, hopefully when they whatever they decide to do with it, they just give us something good, man.
I'm hoping it's House of M.
Oh man,
would you like that?
Early for that.
Yeah, would you like them? I mean, I would think they would cover some things before you go to that.
I think that's a good thing to build up to.
Yeah, no, I think that's how you bring them in.
Really? You just start right there.
I think you have fucking Scarlet. You have fucking Scarlet Witch be like, instead of saying no more mutants, say we need more heroes.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying there. That's fine, but that's not House of M. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Infinity War isn't Infinity Gauntlet or Infinity War either. They adapt these stories. They use a general concept and shape it to what they need to tell for a story.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. But yeah, I agree. Somehow they're introduced, at the end of it, and I've said this before, I think an excellent way to see, say, for instance, she utters, at the end of Infinity War, like, what if Thanos comes back? What are we going to do? And she says, what? We just need more heroes. And then just something happens. And say they're like, in the city skyline, you see a skyscraper with a big 4 logo on it.
Yeah, kind of like willing things into existence.
The thing is like,
kind of like a merging of worlds or something.
The Fantastic Four had a huge role in House of M, besides the X-Men. So it's a good way to bring in both. If they don't do that, they could do Secret War. Because supposedly they've seen a Doom on set. I don't know if that shit's photoshopped or not, but I've seen photos.
Hey, well, let me ask you: wasn't Fantastic Four owned by Fox as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means they have the Fantastic Four back too, right?
Yep. Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Galactus.
Fuck yeah, who cares about him? We give a fuck about the Silver Surfer. Fuck, I'm talking about Fantastic Four, and you bring up that little homo Silver Surfer. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Excuse me.
Let him burn.
Anna, I'm gonna spank you later.
She'll like it. Don't do that.
That's what. Hey.
No, I kind of. That's cool, man. I wonder if they're going to do anything with them. If there's any plans for. And I wish Disney would just kind of lay out what the fuck they're going to do for the next 10 years.
I think the next 10-year thing to build up to would be Secret Wars. That would be incredible.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Because getting the stuff from Fox back, that opens the door for pretty much everyone, with the exception of a couple of characters from Universal. I mean, they still wouldn't have access to Namor. They can still use the Hulk, though, as long as he's in a team-up movie.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, the weird thing is they can't use She-Hulk even in a team-up movie because of the way the rights are with Universal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucking weird. I mean, she was most of her fucking impactful appearances have been in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Or Fantastic Four. She was a member of the Fantastic Four for a good period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially right after Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And Graham's place on the team.
Was Johnny Storm banging her? That's nice.
No. See, now, Josh.
No, but the Absorbing Man has.
And so is Hercules.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
But Josh, you're talking about Secret Wars back in the day with Beyonder.
Yes.
The current Secret Wars is very Doom centric, and with the rights to that, and the X-Men and Fantastic Four had huge roles in that. So I don't.
They did in the original too.
I know, but I don't see them going back to that.
I don't either. I would,
because if you look at what they've been doing, they did Age of Ultron. You know what I'm saying?
Which came out in 2012.
They did this updated version of Infinity War, which is more like the Ultimate Universe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see them going back to that original fucking Secret War. I can see them doing some nods to it, like the Hulk holding up the mountain and shit.
Yeah.
Shit like that, but they'll fucking use the newer source material.
Yeah, because if you look at what been adapting, it's all more recent stories. Age of Ultron, they really took the title but the story in the comics was
completely
way different.
different.
But then they adapted Secret Wars, came out in what, 2008, or not Secret Wars, Civil War.
Civil War, yeah.
Yeah, it came out in
that
2008.
was completely different too.
Yeah, and then I know Avengers 1 takes a lot of inspiration from the Ultimates.
Yeah.
So, which is more recent.
And so then Captain America, the First Avenger, that whole ending with the letter and shit, that was from, the Ultimate Avengers.
But EE Prime in the chat mentioned Galactus as being like the next big build-up villain, which I think would be a cool way to do it. But then along the way, they can introduce the X-Men, and I think if you build up Galactus and Apocalypse the way you did Thanos, maybe don't take as long. With Fantastic Four and X-Men alone, you get another 10 years out of all this.
Dude, I would love to see the Fantastic Four done as like a monster movie and do it like the original first issue with the fucking Mole Man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like quite a throwback, man. God,
yeah, just fucking, do that shit. Then your second movie's Doom, and then you can keep going to Galactus and even have like the thing where like Doom was trying to steal the Silver Surfer's powers and shit.
Yeah, and then what you can do is have him steal the Silver Surfer's powers and like execute the Silver Surfer. It'd be great. That's awesome. That's awesome movie.
I'm gonna mute your ass. Fucking talking shit about the fucking Surfer every goddamn time he's mentioned, and you haven't read a fucking Silver Surfer comic, you fuck.
I'm just saying. What's wrong with a little bit of blood being spilled? It's good stuff, man. It's good. Makes the movie more authentic.
Oh, Jesus.
Plus, I'd like to see if he bleeds silver or does he actually bleed red. I'd like to know.
I'm gonna kill you.
Aren't you curious? Come on.
Hey, no, I'm not. All right, so along the movie lines.
Speaking of people being angry and bleeding red, I'm sure this news is going to piss people off.
Here we go.
Kathleen Kennedy has been extended as the head of the Lucasfilm section of Disney for 3 more years until 2021, which means she will be helming still. And I don't care. I've liked all the new movies.
Dude, me too.
Exactly. I'm going to tell you something.
Star Wars fan. I love them.
Why exactly did people want her gotten rid of? Is it because of Solo? Or was it because
a small vocal minority that was not happy with the
Last
agenda?
Jedi.
They weren't happy with The Last Jedi. They weren't happy with the diversity casting and the strong female leads taking center stage. And they have been throwing a fit about that stuff. And all of them were saying hashtag not my Star Wars and throwing a fit and thinking that because Solo underperformed that this was the nail in her coffin because they weren't happy. Well, here's the thing, haters. Suck it the fuck up because she got an extension and I'm happy about that because I like what she's been doing.
Yeah, I love it all.
And Bob Iger of Disney, the head of Disney,
he's
said
her
that,
boss.
Right. He said that he understands why Solo tanked. And that's because of the timing that they did the movie.
That's what I think. That's why I think his problem was.
That and the extensive reshoots they had to do because Lord and Miller.
Yeah, they fucked up hiring them directors.
Well, when you have different people working not on the same page, and we know how that works. But I think it's oversaturation. I'm telling you, it is.
That's
why he said he was going to pump the brakes on the releases after episode 9.
I think we should. I think we should have.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jesus Christ, why are you mad that there are strong female characters?
Dude, I think
you know what I mean?
People's thing
Fuck
is
that. If a character is a good character, fucking roll with it.
Exactly.
And I think Rey is a damn decent character.
Yeah,
there's mystery, there's mystery behind her. You don't know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
The tie between her and Kylo is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and even Ken Erso, man, he was tight as fuck.
And then what was Rose?
Yeah.
Rose was a damn decent character. her motivation with her sister dying, and fucking stunning Finn, and then working with him. I mean, Jesus Christ, stop complaining about female characters being in roles.
Yeah, I think
fucking grow the fuck up.
I think what set all that off was when they said that the EU wasn't canon anymore. People got real upset.
Well, that was before really fucking Force Awakens.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit started, I think, before even Force Awakens. And like, for me, like, when they said that, like, I was even bummed out. Like, man, that sucks. But then in my head, the first thing I said was like, well, I mean, it's all fake. So like, they just made something more fake than this other thing. But like, even if you're like, if you love and enjoy those stories, which like some of the EU stuff I do love and enjoy, like like you can still go and buy those books.
Yes,
it's
absolutely. Still enjoy those books, just
absolutely.
Just
and some of those stories, like you said, were great. Some of those stories were trash.
Dumb, dude. Yeah, and I'm glad that it's
I won that Legends raffle.
And Misty.
I mean,
yeah,
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, every fucking franchise, when they go past 6 movies, they're streamlining their fucking continuity.
Yeah,
and that's what Star Wars is doing.
Yeah,
your EU stories right now are not continuity for the films, but that material is still out there. You can still read it, and you can still enjoy it.
Sure, absolutely.
I think Star Wars is hard because with Marvel and DC, there's been so much content with these characters. We all kind of latch onto our favorite stories. So when we see the movies, we have different expectations of those movies, that they're going to adapt one story or another. And if we know that it's not one that we're crazy about, people don't get emotionally attached to it. But with Star Wars, you have the 6 movies. I mean, I'm talking before Force Awakens. You had the 6 movies, and people in their mind decided what they wanted to happen next. And there's only one way to, I'm trying to figure out how I want to say this, but like, if it didn't go the way they had it figured out in their head or the way they wanted it to go, then they would be upset. You know, I think
exactly
more emotionally invested in Star Wars than they do other properties. So
that's the thing. These fans that are bitching and complaining didn't get force-fed what they want. So now they're pissed.
These are the same fans, the same types of fans that quit reading Transformers comics because they said, hey, my robots aren't gay. I'm like, oh, God. You know, why don't you read the stories and enjoy the stories and the great character development for what they are, instead of, well, it's all a political agenda now. It's like, pull your head out of your fucking ass.
You know, it's really funny. I mean, it's like
times, man.
If you don't like the Star Wars movies, it's real simple. Just don't go see them.
Just don't pay to go see them.
Right.
Exactly.
But you know what it is? They want to push their stupid fucking opinions on the rest of us. And they want the rest of us to agree with them and not like this. They don't want us supporting it. If I don't like it, you can't like it.
Yeah.
Vote shit all over it because they don't like it.
That's the only way anything's going to change. If you're that fucking against it, vote with your wallet. Don't go see it. Don't buy it on Blu-ray.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
What I'm saying? And what's going to end up happening is most of the people are still going to enjoy the property how they're doing it.
They're going Nick. I halfway believe they'll bitch about it, but they'll still be the ones that go see the movie 10 times.
Fuck yeah.
You know, it's like go fuck yourselves, guys. You just want to have something to just to fucking pout about,
Guys are talking on fucking Clone Wars in the chat. Clone Wars was awesome.
Hey, Clone Wars is badass, and I'm looking forward to the season.
See, and that brings us into talking about fucking Solo. We're gonna see Darth Maul in the Crimson Dawn timeline that they kind of set up in Clone Wars. So I'm wondering if not only if we see Darth, but what if we see Savage?
Isn't he dead?
Possibility.
He's dead, right?
Right, but this is before he dies.
Yeah, this is before he went before they took over. When they took over Mandalore. Was the
Right. This is Crimson Dawn, which happened before
the Mandalore shit.
So I mean, there's so many characters that they can draw into this shit because I mean they set up Darth Maul for a reason. And so I mean there's so many different things that they can do. They can bring in fucking Ventress.
They could.
The fucking Dathomir witches. I mean,
yes, there's a lot of stuff they can do, man.
Yeah, I'd love. Wait, Ventress is dead. She died in one of the books.
Yeah,
one of the new.
She died. She died in one of the new novels. But
she did a lot after she had lived the comic. I mean, became a bounty hunter. She ends up doing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of life that got lived.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of good characters.
Talking about Savage died at the end of Clone Wars. Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
but he died after they already took over the leadership of the Mandalorians. He didn't die during when they were running Crimson Dawn.
Nope. And that's, by the way, it's one of the best lightsaber duels they ever did. Savage and Maul against Palpatine. Yeah, spoiler alert! If anyone hasn't seen it, go fuck yourself. Anyway, go ahead. You should have watched it already. Sorry. Yeah, but it was a great. It's a great fight. It's a great battle. Really cool. It's when you get to see Palpatine like you've never seen him. You know what I mean? You're like, God damn, that old man can move.
Yeah, well, they set that up in Revenge of the Sith too. I mean,
they did, but in Revenge of the Sith, he didn't know. I'm telling you now, he doesn't move the way he does in that because it's animated, so he can.
Yeah, he had a lot more room to work in that giant.
Exactly, it was really cool. It's just really cool, and you get to see him dual wield. Oh my god, I was having I'm getting all sweating and wet. I'm like, I
liked in that rust because he just was like, I need to go do something. Like I need to go handle some business.
Yeah, I gotta go handle a business, dude. I'm like just overly ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's a good battle, man. I like it, because I always saw Palpatine was kind of like this awesome Sith Lord, okay, who's really, really knowledgeable of the Force, but I always kind of pissed on his his dueling ability, his lightsaber ability. I kind of get out of here.
Barely get to see it.
Yeah, you don't see him hard.
He killed 3 Jedi Masters in 2 minutes.
And actually, that does, Nick. That's funny you say that because that actually was the first time I was like, okay, well that was pretty good. Wow, they give them a little bit of respect here with that. Okay,
yeah.
But when you watch the Clone Wars battle, I mean, it's like fucking A, man. He's just amazing.
And then the other thing, with Sidious is I forget what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying they actually see him jumping around and shit, and him dual wielding lightsabers, and he's he fucks Savage up pretty good. I mean, it's what it is, and. It's just really cool because it gave me a new respect for him. That's what I'll say. Like an all new respect for him.
And see, they have reasons why Mace was able to,
hang with him as hard as he did.
Well, listen, okay, Sidious. The belief is that Sidious really feared 2 Jedi, and when I say fear, I mean he felt like there were only 2 Jedi he had to really worry about because of how powerful they were.
It was
Yoda and Mace Windu. Right. They were the 2 he was concerned with.
And it was because
anyone could hang. Well, I was saying if anyone could hang with him with a lightsaber battle, it would be Mace Windu. He is epic. He's epic. He's really good. But I still think Palpatine was holding back. I don't think he was. Yeah, I think he was setting shit up. That's what I feel. But
that's it too. And the other thing is Mace Windu's lightsaber style draws on the other users' use of the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I forget. It's a whole thing. There's 7 Jedi forms. I think he uses form 6.
Yes.
It's like a Kasha or something. And that's what is built for, is to draw on the other user's dark side.
But remember, Mace Windu is about as probably was. I mean, you categorize him maybe as a gray Jedi. He was kind of like or I mean, maybe even a dark Jedi because he wasn't afraid of the dark side. Let's put it that way, and he could draw from it, if he needed to. He wasn't opposed to it. Let's put it that way.
Right. So, before they came up with the concept of a gray Jedi, Mace Windu was a gray Jedi.
Right. He's like that.
He walks that line.
Yes, indeed, exactly. And that's why when and then what I thought was funny is he had the mentality of those were the two he thought were more powerful than Vader. Okay, he was the only he thought Anakin could handle anybody else, but he worried about those two, right?
Well,
I'm kind of thinking to myself, well, what about Obi-Wan Kenobi? Duh. So it's just respect.
Well, the thing was he believed that Anakin had the most potential.
True.
Out of any of them.
That's true.
He was worried at the time that Yoda or Mace could do something with him. He didn't. Right. Obi-Wan Kenobi was an afterthought to him.
I agree. I just don't think he. I don't think he gave Obi-Wan the respect. He just didn't pay attention to it. It was kind of like, I mean, I think he thought once Vader discovered, once Vader, Anakin, whichever you want to call him, once he untapped that raw power that he had, I think he felt like he would be unstoppable. Well,
and basically the only reason Vader lost was because of that fucking stupid ass move, trying to jump over Obi-Wan.
Dude, Obi-Wan had the high time, man.
He got too cocky.
Yeah, it was him drawing into the dark side. You don't know my power. You know what I'm saying? And
Obi-Wan said, "I'm gonna cut your legs off." No offense, Josh. Sorry. Anyway,
it's okay.
You know what? It's also funny is that Yoda killed no Sith Master in his entire 900 years of existence.
Isn't that something?
And Obi-Wan did too. Well,
yeah. Well, he killed an apprentice. Yeah. He killed. Well, he didn't kill Maul. Well, he does kill Maul eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Another spoiler. My bad.
He kills Maul and he cripples Vader.
He cripples Vader. Yeah. And then
took his ass out. You can say that.
We prefer the term
handy capable.
Yeah,
handy capable.
It's just wee shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's too funny. Anyway, all right. Now that we've thoroughly bored you guys with Star Wars geekiness,
what's next?
Let's go ahead, Josh. You go ahead and start us off because this is going to be your section.
Well, in the video game news world this week, there was a lot of stuff. The biggest news, I don't know if you guys have heard or not, but there's this game out there. It's kind of hot right now. It's called Fortnite. Maybe
it's all the little kids play.
Yeah, well, it's more than just the little kids.
Yeah.
I mean, there's last month there were 78 million active users playing Fortnite.
That's crazy, dude. That is insane. Is that the most of any other online? I mean,
well, when World of Warcraft was in its peak, its heyday,
right?
They were posting, making commercials how they had 11 million users,
right? And that was like a big deal.
8 million
so they kind of
users.
Just crushed Warcraft. God damn, that's amazing, dude.
That game, it's not an original game by any means. It just does the battle royale style playing.
Well, don't they add any other game? Aren't they always adding stuff to it though?
Yeah, it's always evolving. New things are always being added in. But this is the big news because Fortnite is super huge. A lot of people are playing it. And there is what they call cross-platform play in Fortnite. So that means if you had Fortnite on your mobile phone,
right,
you could play it with Sam if Sam were playing it on an Xbox. And also you guys could play with Bram if Bram had it on a Switch. And say if Rob had it on a PC, all of you could play with Rob. Well, now Sony announced that they're giving in because of the demand. They opened up this week a cross-platform beta on the PS4.
I'm surprised.
So players of Fortnite on the PS4 can now play with people on Xbox, PC, Switch, and mobile devices.
That actually surprises me.
It's a huge move on Sony's behalf because
I felt that I've often felt that that's what's been holding them back. Honestly, it's one thing they haven't done yet, and now if they do it for other games, I'll be really blown away.
There are other popular games out there that people have been clamoring for online play, cross-platform play, like Rocket League. I don't know
Rocket League would be epic.
Rocket League, but I love Rocket League. And
how about Destiny?
Destiny 2.
Yep, Destiny 2.
If this works out, Overwatch would be another.
Overwatch would be another one. Yep.
Yeah.
If this works out, and I'm pretty sure that it will. I mean, I'm sure it will depend on the title involved and the profitability for Sony. But I can only see it being a profitable move by opening it up. Because while Sony's whole stance is, well, we want the PlayStation user to experience the best possible play experience. That's why we feel they should. They have acknowledged, okay, well, PS4 is not the best way to play Fortnite, but people want to be able to play Fortnite with their friends on other systems. Now they can. It's a major move.
It is. It's actually. It shows they're not as stubborn as I thought. So that's kind of nice. Maybe they're starting to lighten up a little bit. That's pretty good. Because I never thought Sony would agree to that. I just didn't. I didn't think that would ever happen. So.
Prime, he said that they could always play with the Switch and mobile and the computer, but not the Xbox.
Yep.
That's true. He says he doesn't see him letting it work for Call of Duty. And that's the thing, though. I think this opens up the door to where players can play Xbox versus PS4 and Call of Duty. Eventually it might lead to that. Just the fact that they gave in and did this opens up the possibilities for those things down the line.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite a move. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I am too, because I never thought it would happen.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, the console wars are so heated, and Sony wants to keep, their shit to themselves and not involve Xbox.
And the thing is, too, the cross-platform, it takes more work than just on Sony's side. It's going to take work from the developers. It's going to take work from the other consoles, their respective owners as well, making sure everything works all across the board. So I can see why any company would be hesitant. But when you got a cash cow like Fortnite,
yeah, I mean,
it's like, okay, get with the program and do it, and see what happens. What possibilities open up?
I'm sure there's a way for them to make this profitable in some way. I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely. Because even though Fortnite is a free to play game, there are microtransactions.
Of course.
You have those microtransactions on the PlayStation Store. If you open it up to where people can play with their friends, they're going to be playing more when they can play with people they hadn't been able to play before.
Right.
That's going to lead to the probability that they're going to be tended to use those microtransactions for other buffs and things.
And buy more shit. Yeah. Good point. Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
Yeah. But it's pretty exciting. I've never played Fortnite myself. It's just I'm not good at those styles of games. But okay. I am.
Yeah, I tried it out, and it was all right. It was okay. I like some of the characters, like the way you can make the characters look and stuff. Like it's pretty neat. And I like some of the weaponry you have at your disposal. It's cool. I mean, it's I don't know. Not like it's not as good as Destiny and other ones that are out there to me, but I can understand the appeal. So,
Mm-hmm.
it was okay.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing, it may not be a game for me, but I'm happy that this happened because of the possibilities that it opened up.
Absolutely.
For the gaming community as a whole. So, I mean, I think it's a win for everybody involved. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this as a result. But I mean, that's all I have on that topic. If anybody else had anything to say about it.
No, I think we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on if you want. I think we covered.
Do you want to hit the PSX?
Well, actually, I was going to go in to talk about, go ahead, yeah, because Sony, since we just talked about them, one of the things they've had the past few years has been the PSX, the PlayStation experience, where they make major announcements. A lot of people speculated that they were going to have another one this year, but they did not. They came out today and decided we're not going to hold a PlayStation experience this year in North America because we do not have enough to bring to the table to generate the excitement to warrant an event of that caliber at this time. We just got Spider-Man out the door in the past 30 days. They're focusing on things that they're ready to, getting ready to launch next year, and they just didn't have enough ready to go to warrant that type of event. So, I mean, I'm sure that's disappointing to some fans who were looking forward to it, but I would rather them say, hey, you know what? We just don't have enough content to bring to you this time. I would rather them postpone and wow me with something next year instead of saying, well, okay, it's going to happen, and then be underwhelmed because they didn't have much to offer.
Right. Instead of
I think it was a smart move.
Yeah, instead of just being like, well, we do this every year, they're acknowledging, okay, this is a down year for content, so we're not going to do it.
And it's not so much a down year for content, it's just a down year, an in-between year for them releasing their own things.
Right.
Because it's generally stuff that they're putting out. Like, 2 years ago, they announced The Last of Us 2. And last year, the Uncharted Legacy, the new one, the sequel that came out. And, this year it's just like, we just put out Spider-Man. How we're going to follow that because it's a pretty hot game right now.
Yeah.
I know I've not played it yet, but I've been wanting to do so. But I'll pick it up, later this year.
Yeah.
But that's, just another brief thing. Now, also on Sony, they did announce that. How many Castlevania fans are out there?
Oh yeah,
I'm an old school Castlevania fan. When they went to like the Shadow of Colossus type play, I haven't played any of them yet.
Well, Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the night where it was still like a side scroller. Yeah, I just haven't played the newest ones.
Well, Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood, they have been announced that they will be getting launched on October 26th on the PlayStation 4, which the Japanese exclusive, it's a download-only title. It's Rondo of Blood was a Japan exclusive from 1993. But they're going to be packaged together with 4K 1080p upscaling and high-resolution backgrounds, and there's going to have trophies available too for people interested in that. It's going to be available on the PlayStation Store for $19.99 on October 26th. So, Symphony of the Night's been regarded as one of the best Castlevania games ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was really nice to hear this week that that's coming out at the end of October. So,
Nice.
That's one I'll probably actually be picking up. But remember last Friday we talked about Telltale Games with that big announcement.
Right.
They announced, and we reported, we were talking about it, basically what we knew at the time of press. They laid off over 250 workers. Actual final count seems to be about 275. Only 25 workers were left, and at the time we thought, well, they're going to be finishing up their Walking Dead, the final season game.
Right.
They're not. Episode 2 of the final season of The Walking Dead, which was slated for a 4-episode release. Episode 2 released Tuesday. Well, they said we're not finishing the game. We don't have any way to finish the game. They pulled it completely off of all digital sites for download. You can't even purchase the season pass now for the final season because they said we don't have the resources to finish. We don't know what we're going to do. A number of companies have contacted them and said, hey, we want to help finish this game. So they're working on ways right now to try to find a way to finish episode 3 and 4 so they can get those out. But right now, everything's temporarily disabled. You can't even access it. So that's insane. But all of this, where it hit out of the blue, one employee said, didn't tell us about this. This is a shock. So there has been one employee that's taken upon himself to file a class action suit against Telltale Games for breaking California labor laws in order to make sure that he and all the other employees that were laid off are properly compensated.
Damn, that's what's up.
So,
damn.
Telltale, like they're in a bad way right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a damn shame.
Yeah, because they have a real niche market,
they do.
Their fans are rabid. Like I know people that are huge Walking Dead fans. Their Batman game, the Guardians of the Galaxy game, stuff like that. So
Wolf Among Us, and they had said they were going to do a sequel to Wolf Among Us. They had said they were going to do a Stranger Things game earlier this year. Netflix still wants a Stranger Things game out there. It's just Telltale's not going to be the ones to do it now.
They'll find somebody.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Telltale at the end is swallowed up by a bigger company like Activision or something.
No, I don't see Activision happening.
Something like Activision.
Yeah.
I mean, Activision and Blizzard. I mean,
it's hard to say.
They've already bought so many studios. EA could do it.
I don't think people would want EA to do it though.
Yeah, people aren't going to want it, but
people get so angry at EA.
Right, people aren't going to want it, but if they want to play, fucking the next 2 episodes of Walking Dead, or if they want another Batman Telltale game, I mean,
or that sequel to Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, and that was based on the comic, right? Fables.
It was based on Fables, yeah, and it was actually a prequel to Fables. It was set like 20 years before Fables happened. Yeah. Really good game too, actually. Really good.
And like they have a unique style that's all their own. That's so fucking story based and not what anybody else is putting out. So
incredible artwork.
Yeah. So I mean, they'd be a huge pickup for whoever's going to swallow them up.
Problem is, though, are they going to be able to? That kind of pickup, would it come with all that massive debt? Now that they've got this lawsuit against them, and apparently their sales were down. If somebody wants to pick them up, would it be worth picking them up?
Yeah, that's the point too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if somebody bigger picks them up, they can settle the lawsuit and put them back to work.
True.
Or they could just hire all the employees that were fired and start a new studio.
It's hard to say, man.
Yeah.
The video game industry is cutthroat. A friend of mine, he actually used to work in the video game industry. He worked on the game Kingdom of Amalur.
I got that shit on the PS3.
I do too. He actually worked on it, and he's not in the video. He doesn't work for that company anymore. But man, just to hear him talk about how stressful and cutthroat that shit is, it's crazy. A lot of these game designers, that when they take on a contract to work on a game, at the end of the contract, they're not guaranteed to be picked up by that same company they just worked for. And some of these people, they'll move. Like, okay, I was, in California. Now I've got to move up to Seattle. I got to go up here for, a stint.
Knowing when your money's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can certainly understand why, a lot of these people are upset. I mean, anybody's going to be upset when they lose their job on no notice. But especially, it's like, oh shit, this is something that it seemed like they had time on a contract left or what have you. Benefits and pensions and 401ks and all that shit.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get hooked up. I'm sure they'll get hooked up. Yeah, it is.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's something I'm definitely going to be watching as things develop. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, the only other major news in the gaming industry this week, they said Red Dead Redemption 2, which is going to be releasing very soon. It's going to be the largest video game ever when it comes to storage space anyway. 105 gigabytes of space required on your hard drive.
God damn, man.
Huge.
Better start deleting shit now.
Yeah.
Get rid of all that porn. Huh? All right.
all right.
Anna must have went in the other room.
Nah, she's sleeping. No.
That's it's gonna be huge.
I'm interested in this Bowsette thing.
Oh, Bowsette. Yeah, man. People have been going nuts about Bowsette in the past week.
So explain what the fuck this is. It's like some kind of mashup between Bowser and Princess Peach.
It is. This is crazy. It's taken a life of its own. And it's a rabbit hole, man. It's inspired. It's a hybrid that has inspired cosplay, fan art, and even a custom amiibo. And it's a Princess Peach from Mario wearing black leather and spikes and a couple of horns. It's just like, what? How the fuck did this come about?
Oh no, but I saw that Jessica Negri cosplay of it, and I was intrigued. And if you guys don't know who Jessica Negri is, you need to go ahead and YouTube that. She's a cosplayer, and she does a lot of different stuff, and she looks good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Josh.
Actually, transform nothing self.
Whoa,
what?
Josh, we heard everything you just said stacked on top of each other.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, my shit froze up there. I don't know what happened.
It happens. It's okay. Well, every now and then.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead, Jeff. What are you saying?
Oh, I'm trying to pull the article back up. It's just I've got so much shit open. Something's not wanting to agree with me.
Yeah, you said like 3 things, Josh, but like the way I heard it was like all like mashed up on top of each other. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Hey, Nick, the cosplayer you're talking about, I thought it was her. I just looked her. I had to look her up real quick. We met her. We met her at a con we went to. She was there, and she was actually there to kind of talk about cosplay, and kind of just trying to get more people into it, promoting it.
Yeah, she's like an ambassador for cosplay.
Yeah,
she does, like lots of league stuff, which I enjoy.
I've seen. We got to see a bunch of pictures of her and all kinds of different stuff. She's really does a good job, man. It's really amazing how good she looks. With some of the stuff that she's done. It doesn't hurt that she's easy on the eyes too.
Yeah, so. It's like I mean, of course, if somebody's trying to be an ambassador for cosplay,
right?
Attractive when the person is attractive, but
of course,
she seems to have a really fun personality.
She does,
and she seems really positive about everything, which is always a plus. Yeah,
it was cool. She'll talk to you, man. Just sit there and talk to you a lot too.
Yeah, that's what she has great fan interaction and stuff like that. So that's great.
That's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah. All right. The stuff is unfrozen now.
All right. What's up, man?
Well, last week when we talked about the Nintendo Direct, they were talking about, or maybe it was a week before. This is pretty much when it started. They were talking about the trailer for the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe that was going to be available on the Switch.
Yeah.
And they revealed one of the new playable characters was Toadette. Toadette, by touching a power-up known as the Super Crown, would transform into a Peach lookalike named Peachette.
Jesus God.
So, somebody on Twitter decided, hey, let's make a little comic where Bowser gets his hands on his own Super Crown. And now Bowser has transformed into Bowsette. So it doesn't even involve Peach in any way or Toadette. It's just a Bowser that is transformed using the same powers. And people have just gone nuts with it because now they are drawing this human-formed Bowser with horns and a very busty one at that, and scantily clad leather and spots.
Nice.
And people have decided to run with it, making custom amiibos, cosplaying, doing fan art, and just look up Bowsette, and you'll see some of the crazy shit that.
And being in our chat right now, there's a little special gift for you guys, the Jessica Negri video I was talking about.
Oh, in the YouTube chat?
Yeah.
I had to shut it for a moment because I couldn't.
Somebody's playing it.
That was me just momentarily. Oh, no. I had to mute the YouTube chat, but yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, she's cute, man. She's pretty hot.
Oh my. I wasn't expecting that to be that loud when I clicked at that. My apologies.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a hell of a gig, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy.
It's the little things that make Nick happy here at the theater.
Indeed.
In this case, the big ones, the 2 big ones.
2 inches of fury, man. 2 inches of fury.
Best 3 minutes of your life.
That's right. Small but fierce.
Worst 3 minutes of hers, right?
Oh man, if y'all could see some of the memes I post in our chats. Oh shit. So it's about 10:50. Do we want to go ahead and
Yeah, I
call
mean
it?
that's all I got in the video game world this week. You know, I think we had some good topics
Josh's
with the
video
movie
game
news.
corner.
Well,
Right.
you know, Rob wasn't here to kind of help
Yeah.
Yeah, and
nerd out and gush about
I
some of this stuff.
had a fuck of a week this week, so
Well,
I haven't been much help either. So thank you guys for doing the heavy lifting tonight.
before we take off, I just wanted to say, and I don't know if anyone's gotten a chance to see, but the Transformers, the '86 Transformers animated movie has been in the movie.
Oh yeah,
theaters.
go ahead, dude.
And we went out last night and we saw it, and I'd never seen it on the big screen, so it was really fun. Yeah, I never did. I didn't see it when I was a little. I watched it on a VHS when I was a little kid after it had been out for a couple of years.
I used to just loop that movie over and over again. Man.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I think I really enjoyed it. I forgot how good that damn thing is. It makes me want to like fire my Blu-ray of it up and watch it again.
Yeah.
But
with you guys, man.
It was a good time. It was it Jason and Tyler F was with us, and we had, and it was Anna and me, and unfortunately Bethany didn't come with us because she came down. She wasn't feeling too well, and then we found out she had strep throat and shit. She's not really
and the flu.
And the flu, yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to Bethany. Feel better.
Yeah, she got the double whopper, so hopefully she's gonna be all right. Hopefully she gets on the mend.
Get them fluids.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, it was really cool. The theater was pretty packed, and I liked it because there was some people there with their kids, you know, and then you could tell they were there to see it. They didn't care if their kids really enjoyed it or not. It was a little nice.
Yeah, that's how I would have been.
Yeah, me too.
You just shut up.
Yeah, I was like, shut up, watch it, you know. But it was awesome. We had a good time. It was good. It was cool.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gone to see it, but the only theater within like a 3-hour radius of me that was showing it is just over a 90-minute drive. And while it is like literally almost across the road from my sister-in-law's house,
right,
it's at like 7 o'clock on a school night.
Yeah, because it was very selective what movie theaters it was showing in, right? It wasn't showing in every theater.
Yeah, so. It's like a middle of the week type deal.
Yeah. I know it's kind of.
Which, I mean, I guess for something like that, they don't want to have to worry about competing with any new movie that's coming out. So
I suppose.
So
it's a little novelty thing.
I get it.
For me, it would have been, have to leave at 5 p.m.
Right.
Get there before 7, get refreshments, get a seat. And the theater that this one's in doesn't even have like wheelchair accessible seats.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's one of the older theaters. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, that would have sucked. But even getting out at like, say, 8:45 after previews in the movie, leaving traffic, getting home at like 11:30 on a school night, it just wasn't an option for me.
Well, I would tell you, I think we got home around 10:40, something like that. We actually made a real good time. Anna drove, which meant she actually made my car go way faster than I was comfortable with. And it was pouring down rain, so I'm like, all I did was close my eyes. I'm like, I'm gonna die, dude. I'm like, damn, but we made it. So,
well, you're still here tonight.
That's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome that you guys got to go, and shout out to Make-A-Wish for letting that sick kid make it to the movie theater with you guys.
Yeah, he was. Hey, you say sick kid, I say prostitute for the night. She was a sweet one. We used her well. It was good to see him. He was supposed to have went headed home today. I don't know if he was going to be. The flight he was trying to get was booked, so I don't know if he had to rebook a flight or book another flight or something like that. So
he flew there to see Transformers.
Yeah, he'll fly in for a couple of days and hang out every now. He's out Jason for a little while. Then he's having to fly in. Right at the time we were going to see the movie. So
right on.
But yeah, we're making plans and then making our plans for TFCon and shit. And I'm like,
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. I told him, I said, look, I see, you gotta earn your way on the bang bus, baby. I'll treat you right.
Well, he is letting us sleep in his house and whatnot. So I guess that is earning his way on.
I guess I
pay gas or grass. Nobody rides for free.
Yeah, I told him. I pull hair, so it's all good.
I think that's a good note to leave off on. Russ pulling hair.
There you go.
Thank you guys for staying with us, and hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week, and hopefully we'll have a full cast and maybe some surprises. Y'all take care. Love you all much. Thanks for watching. Links for the hangouts are in the usual places.
Coming.
Yep. Love you.
Have a good night, guys. Peace out.
We're going on broadcasting right now. Take care.
Adios.